Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the FIU Panthers offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Getting some heat. He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on second down. He makes a grab. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He caught it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Fresno State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Jones. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. A 1st down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got it. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Burrow. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed on the outside. It's Burrow. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these 2 programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable 1st half in this New Mexico Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly 1st half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting
and the ball's on the ground. defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Florida International. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Nowhere to go. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on him, but they'll give up the deuce. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looking for a block. It's Burrow. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. And the Bulldogs get enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
19, Fresno State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. Just steamrolling his way through. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, FIU! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
PAT unit on the field. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
26, Fresno State.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Fresno State right back to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.